All right, everybody. It's time for a new show, new episode.
It's
Timo,
time. Gus,
what
good
a
good
day.
evening.
What a
It's
day.
again, what a day. What a day.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, it's, everybody, people, it's a very special day. I'm just gonna go kick off the stream right away. Timo,
Yeah, Gus. It's gonna be a great stream for you. I mean
what,
we
what a hell of a day.
what a hell of a day.
What a hell of a day. Oh my god. No,
Yep.
everybody, thank you so much for watching. We have a great stream ready for you all today. Today we're finally talking about that remake of Final Fantasy IX. Oh my god. Now, well, it's not confirmed yet, but it's today marks the 25th anniversary of this masterpiece by Square Enix and Hironobu Sakaguchi and Nobuo Uematsu. And my god, what a tease! What a tease is today.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Timo?
Yeah, I looked into it because you called me today and said, "Oh, I got a great idea for the show." Because last week we discussed the Warcraft 3 series, and then we didn't have a stream on Wednesday, so we didn't decide a game of to pick today. But you already got a great idea to discuss, and yeah, the news was about Final Fantasy, and I know that the Final Fantasy franchise is in your top 3.
Yeah, this game is at the top of the franchise for me, man.
This because you played solo last week as well. Hey,
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hi, man. Good to have you.
good to have you. But last week you're still playing Final Fantasy. What number is that again?
What we're playing right now, Let's Play, that's 7.
That's 7.
Yeah, but this is about all about the Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah.
Anniversary. So for everybody who doesn't know, today, 25 years ago today, Final Fantasy 9 released in Japan.
Yeah.
And that marks the beginning, of something amazing, something great, something deeply personal and dear to my heart. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I grew up with this. I was just a little boy. And this story always stuck with me as one of the best stories and nicest adventures that I've ever played. I even when we first started out, Timo, this is one of the games I recommended to you, right? About how storytelling and
everything
and
combined.
Everything combined. But without voicing, so like only text. What would be a good way to do that? To what are good games that embody that? I told you, you gotta check out Final Fantasy 9, man.
Yes.
So yeah, and today marks 25 years ago that game came out. It's a really special day, and I can't be more stoked, man.
All right, but let's go back.
It's time for a celebration. It's time for a celebration.
Celebration. But let's dive into it and let's go back 25 years ago because it came out then in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
if I'm correct.
Yeah, 2000 to be exact. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
And then you bought the game, or how did you get in touch with the game?
Back in the day, you had a lot of those demo discs. Do you remember back in the day? You got them with magazines and stuff like that. And I never had a PlayStation 1. Never had a PlayStation console at all. We were really a Nintendo household. But all my friends, they had the PlayStation consoles, and I was like, okay, I gotta have one myself, right? So I was saving as a 10-year-old boy. Saving up all my allowances and all the birthday money and stuff like that. And then finally, I think it was for myself, it was 2001, if I remember correctly. I finally saved up enough money to buy a PlayStation 1 and only one game. And only money for one game. and that was Final Fantasy IX, man. That was right before the PlayStation 2 came out in the Netherlands. Yeah, I didn't know about the PlayStation 2. All I wanted to know is I needed a PlayStation because everybody had it. And for me, I saw I saw at a friend's house. I saw some demos of this game. Maybe also when I finally got it, a demo disc was included, I think. But I told you the story about the old Super Nintendo RPGs and stuff like that, right? And I was really into RPGs already back then. I really loved that kind of gameplay. And then I saw this game, and I also remember vaguely. Hey, man of culture! Hello, Duke Duke. How are you, man?
Duke, good evening.
Good to have you. Good to have you, bro. But I really remember this game being on that demo disc, maybe like a trailer or something. And also, The Legend of Dragoon is also a classic that people may know of. But then I had to pick one game to buy because I only had money for one, right? And then I bought this one. I was totally in love with it, man. It was so special. So special.
It was why? What made it so special? Because
No,
what?
sorry, that's me.
What made it so special? Because you like the RPG genre.
Yeah. Well, the art style, also the vibes, the music. Back in the day, you gotta know this was a game that came out also at the end of the PlayStation 1's cycle, and for that time it looked gorgeous, man. I was like, oh my god, how can games be so beautiful, man? It looked amazing as well, and the vibe, the music, it was really it struck the right strings for me. Yeah.
So you were a 10-year-old boy, bought a PlayStation and bought Final Fantasy
9.
But how 9? But it wasn't in Dutch. It was in English.
No.
It was everything was in English.
Yeah, everything was in English, and already at that age, I don't know. Yeah, you probably remember, but all the cartoons and stuff, they were all in English with Dutch subtitles back in the day, right? Yeah, and I don't know anything else of basically just 10-year-old boy. I just fully understood the story. My English
Really?
was that good, I think. Yeah, I fully understood the story. This was when we are 10-year-old, 11-year-old, you're in grade 6 or 7, I think. Stuff like that. Yeah. By that time, I think my English was good enough to read English and to understand it. Yeah, weird enough.
So because it was a demo, you cannot play. You didn't play the full game.
No, I think it was a trailer, man, on that demo disc. There were a few games on it. I remember like an old Hercules demo, playable demo. I also remember Spyro being on it. And I also remember some vague trailers, like Final Fantasy IX being on that demo disc trailer, the trailer side, so only like a movie. And also, I really remember Legend of Dragoon being there also. That's also a classic RPG from back in the day. And but I was like, okay, I gotta pick one game. Mom, that's the game. I want that one.
And then you played it
all the time, man. I think I completed this game over and over again. I had sleepovers with a friend. We also had some experience already, Obi-Wan Kenobi, because of Zelda. Yeah, because Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask came out before that, I think. Yeah, 1997, 1998, I think. Yeah, we were already playing English games already, yeah, and basically practicing, right?
Okay, and then you played it non-stop. How many hours is the game if you play the full game? What is it? 100 hours?
No, it's not that long actually. How long to beat? FF9? How long to beat? There we go. And then we go to this one. How long to beat? It's only
38 hours.
only 38 hours. But we were kids back in the day. You gotta remember
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
And if you want to complete it in, it's 82 hours, yeah. But we were kids, man. We really loved this shit. It was all we had, right? So we just complete it again and again and again. I had entire sleepovers, man, of this game.
Just-
With friends of mine. Then they stayed over for like basically a slumber party. And yeah, we just played this game. I remember a friend of mine staying for the entire weekend, a long weekend, and we completed this game from start to finish together. I have
Nice.
really fond memories of this game, man.
Okay, but 38 hours. But you did it for the first time in 50 hours, something like that, or maybe longer.
Or maybe longer. Yeah, I think maybe longer. It was all I played. PS1 Hercules was so sick. Yeah, man, that was also peak gaming, man.
But can you give me a little bit of more of insight? What was the game like? How? Because why is this
So special.
So special.
Okay, so basically, what you have to know is this game was actually the last game produced by the father of the creator of Final Fantasy, and the man's name was Hironobu Sakaguchi. He's the one who came up with the idea, with the name, and the entire concept of Final Fantasy. And basically, this man, he directed every game from 1 to 6 in his own style. Those were 2D Final Fantasies with a medieval style. And yeah, he was basically at the helm of creating these titles, right? And then Final Fantasy VII came along, and that was he did oversee the creation of that game. But this was, I think, not the first time that he didn't actually direct the game like Final Fantasy VII. And then it turned out to be the last game from it's the last game from the original creator. That's right, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And so 7 was directed, I think, if I'm correct, by Mr. Kitase. He directed Final Fantasy VII, and after that it was a huge success because it was the first 3D Final Fantasy, and Sony also marketed this game way up with a marketing budget of millions and tens of maybe hundreds of millions of dollars they put into the marketing of that game, and it was a worldwide success. And then after that, they wanted to continue on that trend, and with the more realistic, more mature topics, not with the fairy tales and stuff like that, but basically, more in the steampunky, more futuristic style of Final Fantasy VII. So they created Final Fantasy VIII. But Mr. Sakaguchi said, "Nah, this is not what I want to do. This is not what I foresee for this title, you know?" So he basically said, "Okay, you guys, you do Final Fantasy VIII. I'll do 9. And let that be the closing one, because it was the last one for the PlayStation style, for the PlayStation console, but also the last single-digit Final Fantasy. He wanted to really go back to the beginning of the series, to take it back to the roots of how he used to make those Final Fantasy games, and that became Final Fantasy IX. So it's stoked with references to old games." And it's really gameplay-wise, and also the music, and it's some more medieval kind of themes come along in that game. So that's basically because it's an homage to what was before. Yeah.
Can you go to YouTube and pick some in the full walkthrough of Final Fantasy? Can you show me some iconic game pieces of the game? So what you think, wow, this was a great part of the game, because I think you know the game by head, right?
That opener, I'll show you the opening, yeah?
Yeah, please, or skip to some parts where you think, wow, that was really iconic. That what they did over there, that piece is just amazing. How did they follow through, or Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. No commentary. Yeah, let's do that. Let me go here. Just 1 second, guys. Bam, bam, bam. Where is the music? I just opened some. Just 1 second, guys. I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it started like this. So let's kill the music here, and I'll show you this one. There we go. Thank you, Lakri, for the full walkthrough. I'm using his gameplay right now on YouTube.
Nice.
Mr. Sukakuchi, the Duke of Juke said. So this is from the PC version. And Mr. Sakaguchi, I'll skip through the beginning. He is really, really, really good at intros of games.
All right.
So basically, he also said in interviews before that before he starts creating any game or making a concept of a game, he starts with the intro. He basically tries to create only that. Why are you gone, Timo? We're back, guys.
Sorry, my fault.
No problem. But basically, he was really good in creating intros because that's where he always starts his game development endeavors. Whenever he makes something new, he starts writing an intro. Because he says the hook has to be there. It has to be interesting for a story to follow along. So he also always starts with an intro while creating. That's what he said in multiple interviews. And this is what an intro. It starts off in a storm and stuff like that. Nobuo Uematsu, the music and score. It's a really. He also said, "This is my finest work." In the interviews.
The intro or the whole game?
He did the entire game, yeah. What did you say, Timo? I didn't.
No. Keep continuing.
And this, for that time, these graphics, amazing. These are, of course, FMVs, full motion videos.
How did they do it? Like, just like the, how did they build it?
They basically had an entire studio dedicated to video and movie style shorts within Square Enix. They were really top of the bill back then, man. Basically the same technique that Pixar used.
Only for the video games?
Only for the video parts, the cutscenes of video games. And this is really cool because it really introduces you to a story. You saw the nightmare of the girl, and you see a big ship coming in, and you're like, okay, what's happening here? Why is this ship flying? And then you see this guy going down a pole. Interesting looking character. He's our main character, by the way. And then the game starts. Yeah, okay, so basically they take you through the controls. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
So the director really want to make an introduction that you are curious to play.
Yeah. So it starts really mysterious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you already think, okay, what's going on here, man?
What was your name?
Zidane.
Zidane.
Zidane, yes. Zidane, Zidane, some call it in English, but it has to be Zidane, right? So where's the boss? Ain't here yet, and then the game starts. Immediately, monster coming at you. Like, oh, what the hell? What the hell? So really strong first hook. I still remember this scene as a little boy. I was like, oh my god! I'm already starting combat. And also this music you hear right now. This is really amazing, man. It's a staple of the series.
But you have to. You don't get an introduction how to play it, right? Or
No,
is
you,
it?
you saw the text right before, right?
Okay.
But you skipped through it, of course. But basically, what happens? It's a turn-based game, not fully turn-based. It's they call it an ATB system. You see this here on the right, the ATB, right? And that means active time battle. So these bars they keep filling up, and when it's filled up, you can strike, and you can alter it with spells and stuff like that. And oh, hey, it seemed that it was the boss. And basically, the entire premise of this game is, it's being told right away that you're a gang of thieves, and you're off to the castle. I'll skip a little bit through it. You hear the sinister music. The hook is really good, right? It draws you. It really draws you in, and it tells you about the big mission right away. And basically, it's Tantalus. The group is called Tantalus. They're a band of thieves, and they they have to kidnap the princess of the kingdom of Alexandria. So that's what they're talking about. But the subtle things, like the way they speak, the text is written, and the dialogue is written. It's you can really hear them talk inside your head the way they describe it like this. If you take close attention.
That's more like reading a book.
Well, basically, what the vision from the creator was is about that these characters he envisioned like a dollhouse, like a puppet house, a puppet mastery kind of thing. And you can just look into that dollhouse of little puppets playing a theater show, and that's the vision that he went for. And I think that really worked, man. And then you have the introduction story. Okay, what's the premise? And then you have this amazing cinematic right away again of this big ship docking into Alexandria, what they were talking about.
It's really like a fantasy ship. I mean, if you're looking at that.
It's a theater ship, yeah. And there we go. And then you have the intro of the game, Final Fantasy IX. There we go. So gives me goosebumps every time, man. Huh. This
really
is, I think, the way you should start a game, man.
Nice.
It's really cool. And then after that, you start the game, and you don't continue playing as Zidane, but they immediately try to tell a story from a different perspective.
All right.
And what they try right now, and we're gonna cut it off right here because we're gonna talk about more stuff, but they let you not continue playing as Zidane because you know what he's up to, but they want to show you, okay, what's it like for people that are about to see the show. And our protagonist right now is Vivi, the Black Mage, and they show you everything from his point of view right now. And this music, man, it's so good, so good.
Get you hooked, get your attention, ready to play.
Yeah, man.
All right, can you go to some other parts of the game where you think, wow, that they did a really good job?
Yes. 1 second, because I will try to find the correct music for this part. This is the music you hear in the game right now.
Ooh, nice.
And yeah, other parts of the game that really stuck by me is really this entire intro is so good, but also the place. Yeah, I can tell you about it. I don't think it's that's maybe we can show it some other time today. But also after this part, they when they kidnap the princess, you have to basically escape the castle town again, right? And what happens is the queen and stuff, they find out that you kidnapped her daughter, and so she basically starts going all in with cannons and chains firing at the ship to hold you in, to reel back in. But you somehow escape, and then you have a crash into a big forest, a big evil forest inside beneath the castle, and then you have to basically escape a forest. With all your friends with all your friends with you. You have to survive the forest, but people get carried away by monsters and stuff like that. Yeah, that's also a really really cool thing, man. Or a little bit later in the game, you saw the little guy that you see in the background right now, the Vivi character. You see his background of basically what is he, and because he is basically manufactured. It's like not an AI, of course, but the evil forest, Obi-Wan Kenobi, not the living forest. I think it was called the evil forest. But yeah, that was amazing, man. That was really amazing. And but you see the way he and his people get manufactured. But Vivi doesn't know that he's manufactured. He just thinks he's a little boy, like Pinocchio, right? It's like a kind of a Pinocchio story. And then he finds out that he's basically being made out of a machine, and he's like, okay, why am I not real? What is everything? Is everything a joke? Is everything a lie? Those kinds of themes, they all come along in this game, and it's interesting, man.
Nice. Who was your favorite character of the game? Or Chat, can you give us a favorite character?
Chat.
Already...
Yeah, my favorite character is the main protagonist, Zidane. I really, really, really liked the main protagonist, Zidane. But I also really, really liked Vivi. He has a deep and dark story, man. That's insane. That's insane. Okay. Yeah, well, like what I told you, he's not that little boy. No, he's manufactured. He's basically manufactured as a war weapon.
Really?
Yeah, that's the entire story. But he doesn't know that, and he doesn't want to be a war weapon.
No. Okay.
He basically just wants to have fun with his friends and live together with his grandpa.
Yeah.
And it's really good, man. It's amazing.
All right, so that was your favorite character then?
Yeah, I think those two. Yeah, Zidane and Vivi.
All right. I'm curious what Chet thinks of your favorite character, or if somebody has some else, or a great other story about the game.
Yeah, I heard someone saying Vivi in the chat. Hey, but you played this game for a little bit, right? Do you remember till where you played?
I think I played an hour or something, so not that long, because how do you say it? I don't have that much patience. It has to be quick and bam, bam, bam. And yeah, if somebody stopped talking, I think, okay, let's go.
You rush through it, huh?
Yeah, and I don't really like the turn-based idea. It has to be go.
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, so, it has a certain charm, man. It's if you read this story, if you experience this story, it's a story about war. It's a story about deceit. It's a story about love. It's amazing, man. Everything comes through. And also, like I said before, I mentioned a few minutes before. The composer of this game, Nobu Uematsu. You see it on in the stream right here in the. Duke said, I don't have any experience. Oh, should totally play it, man. It's amazing. It's one of the best games ever, in my opinion. But he said Nobuo Uematsu, basically he created every music for Final Fantasy up until this point all by himself. And they basically released a game every 2 years or something, I think. They released a new game. And he also said in interviews, this is my magnum opus, man. This is the best of the things that I ever made. And he also really liked to contribute for this game because it took him back to the beginning of his career, right? Because, like I said, it's basically an homage to the first 6 games before they ventured into different paths. And and you really hear that. You really hear that if you hear people talking about his music. You hear people talking about either Final Fantasy 7 or 9. And also 10 a little bit, of course. Yeah, but these were the games that you hear people talking about, and really good. It's really good stuff.
Why did they go back to the medieval roots after Final Fantasy 7 or N8?
Yeah, like I said, it's basically an homage to what came before.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So all the first 6 actually were a little bit more the medieval kind of stories, like with castles and knights and mages, stuff like that. So for a little bit more traditional fantasy.
All right.
And they really wanted Hironobu Sakaguchi. He really wanted to go back to the roots of the series.
All right. So that's the reason why they go back to the medieval roots.
Yeah, basically that's the reason, yeah. But the thing is, also a really cool thing you can see in the background right here. I'll show you guys. Show you guys. You see what they did actually in this game. You see the character models. You see like the little red boy. You see the ladder. You see Vivi walking right here. But everything in the background, that's actually this is a cinematic, of course, but everything in the background you see right here. If I skip a little bit, that's basically all hand drawn. That's a painting. What they did, yeah, man, that's really cool. But the thing is, also a really cool little detail is these backgrounds. This game was made for the PlayStation 1. And the PlayStation 1 had the resolution of 700 by 480 or something. So not like the complete 4K resolutions we have today, right? The millions of pixels on your screen. Now, basically, what they did, they had to take account for a 4:3 aspect ratio and 700 by 480 resolution of pixels that you had to take care of, right? And that is what they made those backgrounds for. But years later, and that's what you see right now, this is the PC port of Final Fantasy IX. Basically what happened is, those backgrounds, they made them for the old PlayStation 1, right? And it was all hand-drawn and also digitally modified, of course. But most of them were basically hand-drawn pictures for the background.
Wow!
But then they republished that game for modern platforms, right? So PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and those all had like 4K 1080p resolutions, right? And a 16:9 aspect ratio. But the thing was, back in the day, version control and storage was quite a thing. So Square actually had thrown out the original scans of those backgrounds. They removed them, man. They deleted them because they thought, we don't need them anymore.
So I think it was quite expensive to draw everything, and then they deleted everything. Then
basically they only left everything the masters. They left the masters, so everything that actually got into the game. And you can see that right here, right? That's if you look at what you see right now, the character models, they are quite distinct of the backgrounds, right? Because that's stable. Yeah, that's a picture. These chairs, they are a picture. These cupboards right here and the walls right here and the paper you see hanging on the wall, those are all basically a hand-drawn picture. But the character models, they are pretty high detail, right? And the reason that is not in the same 1080p 4K upscale like the character models is because Square actually removed the source material from their archives, and they had to republish this game. They had to remaster the game, but they couldn't actually upscale the pictures. Yeah, because the source material was gone. They only had the masters, so that's if you're wondering why does the background look so pixelated, yeah, that's because they actually removed the old background, right? But there's something really cool if you go to Google and Moguri mod FF9, but then the community came in, right?
And so the community helped.
The community helped. So basically, what happened is I'll play this trailer really cool. Then I think you can see Timo. If you look at this, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you only.
No, I can see it. I can see it.
You see what they did?
Wow. So the community
stepped in.
And they helped the developers too.
Basically, they made a mod for it, and they've redrawn layers. They use AI upscaling to basically transform this game into the HD remastered version that it actually deserves, man. Look at the details, man.
So that was quite a lot of work then for the community, but yeah, they love the game, so
all for free.
They didn't mind. Yeah, they didn't mind. How did they do that? Did Square shared all the images and then?
No. They basically took the images from that game with the game. So the blurry, small background images that were shit with the game. You can take them out of the game files, right? And basically they placed that as a background, and they started redrawing everything on top of that.
Wow, so they have to do every second of the game.
Yeah, by hand. And also AI upscaling. Of course, they use some AI upscaling, huh?
Yeah,
but a lot of they said it right here, I think. 740 backgrounds, 5,388 animation frames, and 1,200 light layers.
Wow.
Upscaled with AI, and I think they said it right here. Yeah, all redrawn, I think, that's what they said. Yeah. 11,000 layers manually redrawn. Insane, huh?
So, wow,
and it shows, right? And it shows, right? You see the difference, right?
Yeah, you can really see the difference.
And that's so cool about the community aspect of this game. People really, really love this game.
And Square, they will say, well, perfect, give it to us, and then we will reintegrate it, right?
No, they didn't.
What?
They didn't. No, it's a mod. It's a modification, community mod by the community. So you have to buy the original game and then install a community patch on top of the game. Yeah, man.
Why not? Because they don't want it, or why didn't they integrate it in the original game?
I guess because Square, the developer Square Enix, they don't want to be liable, or something like that, or they have to if they do stuff like that.
But they eventually agreed with the modification.
And yeah, I think also credits. You have to credit people from the community, and maybe they didn't want that. But there are also other cool stuff that people made for this game as well. Is if you see the love for this for this game. Let me go here. FFIX Memoria project. So basically, people can't make a fan game. That's not allowed, right? Because
Nope.
legal issues and stuff like that. So what people can do is make a fan interpretation, right? So what they did, they actually remade the game, but not in a playable state. I'll just shut up. Look at this. This is also fan-made, dude. Fan-made, totally fan-made. Square Enix had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, that looks already nice.
Yeah, insane. So basically what they did, the entire intro section that I showed you before, yeah, they basically recreated it.
No way.
Look at this, man. Insane, huh?
Really insane. How does Square Enix looking at this? They will smile and think, wow, they did a good job, or
I
they
hope
think,
so. Actually, well, the thing is, if they are going to make a remake, because there are a lot of leaks about the remake of this game, but if they decide to actually bring out a remake of this game, they have to at least match this quality, right? But look at the graphics, man. Look at how it looks, and the music.
It's unbelievable.
Fan-made, dude.
Is the music also fan-made?
Yeah.
No way.
Everything.
How many
Hours.
people work on this? Yeah, but how many people are working on this project like this? This has to be done with 100 people or something like that.
Hundreds of volunteers, yeah. Look at this, man. This is like, I'll say it one more time, fan-made. Insane. That's the love of this game, man. People really adore this.
That they're building a remake, but it's worse than this. Then
yeah, people are going to be mad. Oh, what the hell? The fans can make something better than you, man.
Yeah.
So maybe that's also the how do you call it, the bar that they have to go over, right?
Yep.
The pressure is really high.
But they cannot go over it. I mean, if you're looking at this, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's made in Unreal Engine 5, of course.
It's all made in Unreal.
Yep. Yeah, look at this. So basically, they made the game, but they can't share the game itself because
come with us to see the nobles?
also voices.
No.
Oh my. These children are causing
This is
quite
cool, huh?
a ruckus.
Wow. So they also redesigned the music.
Yeah. And also added voices.
After all,
They added lighting. They did everything, man.
How many? When did they release this video?
Maybe
old
I
is
should
this?
do that next.
This is from 2 years ago.
1.7 million views already. Poof.
Yeah, sick, huh? So basically, they were like, "Okay, Square, this
Good
is
luck.
what we want, dude. This is what we want. If you're going to do it,
Wow.
do it like
I
this."
wonder what the story behind this statue is.
Yeah, and all the details that go into it, so cool. Look at.
Why, you? Watch where you're going.
Sorry.
Can't you see I'm in a hurry?
Cool, huh?
Really cool.
That's the passion for this title, man. People did this. Let's see. Can we
To
find?
see the show too.
It's a passion project led by a team of over 50 professional developer and artists.
50.
50, yeah.
Oh, this city is utterly delightful.
Wow. How do you with 50 people, all volunteers, how do you manage that?
Yeah. passion, I think.
Yeah, but somebody has to take the lead, and then
Yeah, someone has to start it. Yeah. Can you imagine Mindform looking like this?
this is really bizarre.
That big chocobo in the middle sure looks happy.
But you cannot play the game, right? It is just for.
Yeah, like they said on their website. They said it's a non-playable passion project led by a team of professional developers and artists in the video game industry that aims to reimagine what the legendary game would look like if it was remade with modern graphical capabilities.
Those are so spiffy.
Final Fantasy IX is near and dear to our hearts, and this non-profit love letter is being created as a tribute to the masterpiece that is the 2000 original. We hope you enjoy our take and re-experience that whimsical charm that made the world of Gaia so captivating. The world of Final Fantasy IX is called Gaia. And it's a proof of concept, and that it's not meant to be viewed as a playable product. We will never do anything to infringe upon Square Enix copyright.
Yeah, that was my next question, because how do they manage that part?
Yeah, basically saying it's a passion project. Don't use their logos and stuff like that anywhere, and basically tell people this is not for sale. It's only a passion project. It's like fan art. You can experience. You can see it like fan art that people made.
Right.
Yeah, that people make for a game or fiction, like a book or music.
And that's the reason why Square Enix doesn't take legal actions against these projects.
What they should do, they should hire these people, man.
Right? That's the other side.
Yeah, right.
In crystal seclusion, my penance is.
Yeah, man. This is stunning.
Alright, but let's continue on the big news of today.
So yeah, so what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
That's also really good that you say this. So today marks the 25th anniversary of this game, and so basically what happened is
The blossoms in Alexandria are quite.
Yeah, I'll put back on some music. So Square Enix has a YouTube channel, and the only thing that they did, god damn it, Square Enix, Final Fantasy. Is that they posted a video 22 hours ago called the 25th anniversary special movie. This is from Square Enix themselves.
So they announced this one, or they
No,
didn't say anything?
they just placed this video. And these are all cutscenes from the original game. And also reimagined music with vocals.
But the fan made is more beautiful than this one.
Yeah, this is the old game, the original game.
Alright.
So
Yeah,
these
but
are all
that-
cutscenes from the original game.
But they didn't really make that beautiful like the fan made.
Well, nobody knows what they actually did, but what they mean by this, right? This is all they did. Is they made some new art for the game. 25th anniversary, Square Enix, Final Fantasy IX with Zidane, Garnet, and Vivi here. Zidane, Vivi, Garnet, and the theater ship, right? And they made a new website. Where is it? Oh, they made a new website. Where are you, man? Anniversary website. They made a new website called. Now I don't know what they called it. It's in Japanese. But they made a special website about the Final Fantasy IX 25th anniversary. This is translated, by the way. They uploaded a special movie on it. They made some news about what's this? Yeah, translate please. I can't read Japanese. Let's take a world Final Fantasy 9 model from Zoff. All product lamps or that's basically figurines, I think. Yeah, or stuff like that. This is the stuff that they announced that they are going to sell, I think, specifically for the anniversary. And they added some new. They basically are selling glasses. Nice. But they also made this new fan art, this new art piece. They also added that, and the glasses brand Zoff, yeah. They said Final Fantasy 9 is 70% off.
Oh,
people, let's see.
70.
Let's see.
On Steam? 70% off.
If it's actually there, and what else did they do? Yeah, they did some collaborations with other games, but no news about any remake or anything in today's episode of Mindform Classic Deep Dive.
No news?
No, because they only showed that trailer, right?
Yeah, okay, but what do you think is going to happen? Are they going to remake Final Fantasy? Or are they going to make a remaster?
Yeah, it's in. It has a sale right now. It's 70% off. So if you haven't bought it yet, this is a really good game. You should really consider buying this. Also, what's also a really nice game, if we look at here. Oh, this is the game that we made, Mindform. Yeah. It's also 50% off, Timo. Oh my god!
Why is that? Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Steam summer sale is going on right now. You have to go along, right?
I didn't know that you did it.
I'm so good. But basically, if you buy this one, you get the latest PC release of Final Fantasy 9 with all the blurry backgrounds and stuff like that, and you can install that community mod over this game then.
All right, interesting. But what do you think is going to happen? Are they really going to remaster it or remake it?
Well,
what do you think they should do as a fan?
I'll show you what they should.
All right, let's break that up in two questions. What do you think is going to happen, and what do you think? What's as a fan? What should they do?
Look at this. This is 2 years later. This is 2021. 4 years ago. 4 years ago, maybe 3. Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Nvidia, you know the company Nvidia. They had a database leak.
Oops.
Yeah, they had a database leak, and basically, with a massive leak of Sony games, Helldivers 2. Well, basically, this came out. This came out. This came out. It didn't come out yet. But a lot of these games were leaked. And Nvidia leak means the Nvidia GeForce Now leak means that it was a database leak of games coming to the PC, but that those weren't announced yet. But then you have Microsoft, and you also have here Square Enix. And
there you go.
And look at this. This came out 4 years ago. This actually, people were amazed. Oh my god, are they gonna do a Chrono Cross remaster? Amazing game. Yep, came out. Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster. Recently announced, last June, they announced this remaster. So, coming out. Final Fantasy VII Remake, PC version, came out. Final Fantasy 16 came to PC, check. Tomb Raider. Everything here. Kingdom Hearts 4, check. Only one game.
They didn't come out yet.
That was inside that leak. Didn't come out yet. So yeah, you tell me, man. What's gonna happen?
What do you think is going to happen? That's the question to you then. Are they really going to remake it?
Yeah, it says here FF9 remake, right?
But it didn't came out yet.
And so everybody was like really stoked because the 25th anniversary was coming up today, and they were like, if they are going to announce something, and there were a lot of rumors already before this came out before today. A lot of other how do you call it? There were a lot of times that they could have done it also, and there were a lot of rumors that they were going to do it. For example, the Switch 2 announcement, the game announcement, the Switch 2 Direct. They said, some leakers said, Final Fantasy 9 Remake is going to be there. Also, at some Sony announcements, I think the last Game Awards, there were also rumors of a Final Fantasy 9 Remake announcement being made. And today was the 25th anniversary, and all they did, they showed that video that I just that I showed you. That's all they did, man. And a few weeks ago, they suddenly that website came online for the 25th anniversary, and people were like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's gonna happen! It's gonna happen! It's gonna happen!" And then they released this video.
All right, but what do you think? Is it gonna happen or not? Are they gonna remake it? Eventually, they will.
Eventually, they will. If they hadn't announced it already. And we can check Twitter if we want, twitter.com for the latest news. I mean, why not?
We can ask ChatGPT what he thinks. is there's gonna make?
Is there gonna be FF9 remake? Final Fantasy. No, well, look at this. IX remake. IX. It's already in the trending. Final Fantasy 10 page, more fan account. Yeah, basically this is what they said. Final Fantasy 9 is 25 years old, and here's how we're celebrating the occasion.
Okay. Ik vraag hem ook even aan chat. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT as well.
What do you think? Yeah.
What do you think?
So, Final Fantasy 9 celebrates its 25th release anniversary on July 7, 2025. There's a wide number of new art projects you can get involved in, goods, and more on the way to commemorate the occasion. Check out the details below. So yeah, they created these new pieces of art for today.
Mm-hmm.
This looks amazing. This is the main villain, Kuja, and this is your band of characters. Everybody here. Also here, these are your band of characters. Created by Toshiyuki Itahana. He's basically the character designer of the original game. He created these art pieces.
Mm-hmm. All right.
A commemorative video, of course. We saw that. A 50% sale. Fan art project. So basically, you can just hand in your fan art. That's what they said. They released a Vivi picture book. Oh, I didn't know that. Nice. This Grandpa teaches him how to live a good life. Okay. Anniversary. Oh, this is music. Nice. Like music. Like an LP. Finally.
Well, I asked ChatGPT about the announcement, and they say, ChatGPT said, there was an interview with Nakui. How do you say it? The producer of Final Fantasy 16, Yoshida. Anyhow, if there's going to be a new FF9 remake, but there's going to be a big challenge because of the size of the game, the size of the story, the cast and the world, and it's hard to catch everything in one game. Do you agree with it?
That's what they said about Final Fantasy 7 as well. They said exactly the same thing.
But they did it for the 7. They made 7.
But they remade that in 3 games, like we discussed last time, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Instead of 1. So
why is it so hard? Because it's so much detail in the game. Yeah, you already explained it a little bit, but yeah, that's so a remake is too big for them.
Yeah, I think it's not. It's a big risk, maybe. To have a lot of people involved into it. But then again,
Alright.
dude, if I'm going to talk about Risk, we also already talked about this little game before and how they did it. But this was made by 30 people. The Claire Obscure game.
Yeah, alright. But
They
now
they
you have
did it. They were
okay.
able to do it with 30 people.
Yeah, but they okay. But that's what you're saying is, and they take a big risk because they cannot. The remake has to be much better than the original. Otherwise, they will have huge damage
Yeah.
on their backs.
Well, basically, what you can say right now is if you turn this off and Final Fantasy 9 sales. Final Fantasy 9 sales. Has sold over a total of 8.9 million copies worldwide. Oh, and that's according to a special page on the game's 25th anniversary website. This includes both physical shipments and digital downloads. So basically, the original game and also the re-releases later, right? That's what they say. Original game sold 5.5 million. And then another like 3 million copies sold after that. So basically, when they re-released the game. If you can sell 3 million copies, that's an approximation, right? But I think a lot of more people will be interested because of the legacy of this game, right? People talking about it. People, if you already look what a fan project like this, YouTube.com, the Memoria project. Only on YouTube, right? Has almost 2 million views. So a lot of people interested in it, but it's only on YouTube. So other platforms not included, like Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. Yeah, you could say that there is a lot of interest in this game, right?
There still is.
There still is a lot of interest in this game. So I think it will sell anyway, whatever they do.
Yeah, true. That's true. That they will make money out of it. That's true. Is it the best sold Final Fantasy game in the series?
Not by a long shot.
Really? Why? Okay.
Remake and Rebirth. Do we have sales figures for that? Yeah, Remake has sold 7 million copies. Has seen sales figure compared. Even kijken. Rebirth. Yeah, they say it's about the same, right? So both of them sold like 7 million copies already. The remake series, the Final Fantasy 7 remake series, right?
Yeah, that's huge.
PS1 sales. 10 million units of the PS1 game, the original, 10 million. And both of the remake games sold about 7 million. So they lost around 3 million people there. But it's still counting, it's still growing, right? So, and also when the third game comes out, maybe people will buy the entire series and stuff like that. So, it's really a lot near the original sales figures, right? So yeah, if you look at that, if you can sell about 3 to 5 million units, guaranteed. I mean, why are you not doing it?
Why not?
Why are you not doing it? And if you have like a passion project like the Memoria project going on, and the Moguri mods stuff like this, yeah, dude. Why wouldn't you just hire those people then? You know?
True. Yeah, I can imagine that. I really can imagine that. But if you are a developer Square Enix, you know exactly what the plans are. There's not much leaking from the company then.
Well, the big leak came, the big NVIDIA leak, the database leak.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's it. But they're keeping a lot of secrecy around these productions then.
Yeah, of course, they never speak out of line. And if you look at and now I also saw this today. Some guy called Nate the Hate says that Final Fantasy IX remake was possibly cancelled. Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Maybe they started on it, but it didn't work out or something like that. Yeah, that could also happen. That the rumors were that they started the development of it, but it didn't work out, so they cancelled it. Could also be the case. Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
as a big
What
Final Fantasy IX fan,
what do you think, Timo?
I didn't play it, so I cannot really comment on that. But if you, well, let's ask me. Maybe the final question is then, what will you hoped? What will you think is going to happen? We already discussed that, but what do you really hope that Square Enix is going to do with Final Fantasy
I
IX?
hope they will do something like what we saw from the Memoria project, or something that we didn't expect at all. And I have a gut feeling, but this is my gut feeling, guys. I have nothing to back this up, but I have a hunch that Mr. Sakaguchi, the original creator of the game, may be back on board. I don't know why. I don't know for sure, but what I do know is if we go back to this right here, if we go back to YouTube right here, and please click that and to show the world that I was right in a few weeks.
That will be fun.
Nobu Sakaguchi interview Square. This happened like a few years ago. He had a lot of interviews again, like 6 years ago with Yoshinori Kitase, the director of 7, but also for the Pixel remasters, they did like this entire special interview, 35th anniversary special. That was a year ago, with a lot of people from the original creators. So, Mr. Kitase, Mr. Sakaguchi. This is the pixel art lady. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. But an interview with all these important people about the 35th global anniversary of the game. This guy, Mr. Sakaguchi, he left Square Enix after Final Fantasy IX was released, and he made his own company called Mistwalker, and he also makes games. And if we go back to Steam right now, and we go to this, one of the games that he made is Fantasian New Dimension. And it was basically, it started out as a Apple mobile game at first, like a single player mobile game. Look at this. This looks a lot like the original Final Fantasy, right? But then a few months ago, they re-released that game with better graphics, new voice acting and stuff like that. But look at who published
Square Enix.
This game. Square Enix published this game, right?
So he's back on board.
So basically, they are talking again, right? So my gut hunch is, and I have nothing to back that up, but maybe Mr. Sakaguchi is back on board to create one last Final Fantasy game as the last of his creations back in the day, and he's back to basically make a better version with extra in-depth content about some stories that were not finished inside the game. Some of the stories of certain characters, they weren't finished. We thought the entire community said, they should really go more in depth there. Maybe he's working on that game. That's my hunch. That's my personal hunch. I'm not sure if that's true. That's what I think.
All right. let's find it out. Let's figure it out. Let's see if it's. I will clip this, and hopefully you're right.
Yeah, me too. Right? Yeah,
Well, we already-
let's hope that that I'm that yeah.
That you're right. That you're
Let's hope
right.
that I'm right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
it's time for some gameplay, Kaz. Or do you have anything else to? I think we're already talking an hour about your about
Obsession.
the great obsession. Yeah, maybe I think the obsession is the right word. And then
Yeah.
because
Some
I
gameplay.
can maybe we can do a part 2 next week because I got some other questions left.
Yeah.
That will be fun though.
Sure. It's
The Duke
not.
says, "Got a feeling, Kaz.
A gut punch is a gut punch in the gut. Yeah, right. I know, right? It's.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What?
You are tweaking the. You are
Yeah.
pushing all buttons."
I'm pushing all kinds of buttons, but my clip that. Control.
You try to
print.
clip. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, I can clip that as well. No problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip that.
It
I'm
didn't
gonna-
clip it. It didn't clip it.
I'm gonna think this one is going to be a big hit. Your clip, your prediction.
I hope so. It didn't. Why didn't? I tweaked some hotkeys, right? Did I? Did I tweak some
Oh,
hotkeys?
no.
Oh my god! No, control print. It's still there. Then I don't know why it's not doing that. Okay. Oh well. Oh well. We'll find out from Twitch, right? So, yeah, but some gameplay, yeah. Well, I don't actually have this game installed right now.
No, you don't have to play the game right now. But I mean, we can do a part 2 next week.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I think you want to play some Mario Kart. Was the plan, right? To do some.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
That was the plan for
I
part
had,
2 of this stream.
Yeah. I had a challenge by the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
and only GJ. He wanted to kick my ass with Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So I think we can do that. No problem. So, but we'll have to set up some new stuff. Hey, did it work eventually? Yeah, it did work eventually. Okay, we got we've got some clips, Timo.
Nice. We got some clips.
That's what I think.
All right.
Yeah.
That doesn't. What I can hear it.
Yeah,
Right.
nice. It worked. Nice.
Nice. But yeah, if you can. So you're gonna play Mario Kart, then I'm going home. If you're
Yeah,
okay with it.
sure. So what we're going to do, I'm going to set up the Switch, and I'm gonna go give a ring to the one who dares to challenge me with Mario Kart, and we'll see who's the winner. And if we have some news coming in about the remake between now and the end of the stream, we will definitely hear it. I will keep.
That would be.
I will keep Twitter right on there.
That will be so funny if the prediction that you mentioned is coming to that they will announce it within now in an hour or something.
I hope so. I really hope so. But we can continue, like you said, next week about the predictions and what happened
Yeah,
and stuff like
let's
that.
do part 2.
Let's do part two. Right? Nice,
We're
man.
not finished yet.
We're not finished yet. Okay,
We're not
Timo.
finished yet.
Then thank you for joining this Mindform Classic Deep Dive episode of
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 9 on June 7th, 2025.
Yes.
And everybody watching right now at home, stay tuned because we are going to continue on playing some Mario Kart with a dear friend of mine who you have not seen yet on stream. Maybe he will not join by face, but he will join in character. Yeah.
Well,
Hey guys.
good luck, guys.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And then
And-
we'll see each other.
Timo, thank you so much. And everybody
No
at
problem.
home, I'll pause the stream. I'll put on a break sign, get something to drink, and I'll make sure that Mario Kart's ready yet. Timo,
Bye-bye.
ciao.
Ciao, chat.
Ciao.
you